Oh, great. That was the first image.
Pointing at me. Okay. I see that. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Great. Good job.
Suddenly you're live.
Take it from the top.
You're doing great.
You're doing... Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Wednesday night showing from TTRP Theater, a gathering of the finest in nerdery and geekdom, where we play a wide selection of various tabletop role-playing games. For those of you who are rejoining us, thank you for your dedication. We hope you are having as much fun watching the game as we do playing it. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome. As far as what we have for announcements going on, they're still going strong. We have Cult Divinity Lost, which airs as a late night game. Prince of the Apocalypse is on hold. We are currently seeking a new DM to play with that. So if you're interested in being a live DM on our channel, please just let us know, and we'll see if we can get you in to interview you. Other than that, I think the only person who was not able to properly introduce themselves last week was Sean. So, Sean, why don't you tell everybody a little about who you are?
Put me on the spot. Okay, fine. I see how it is.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Anyway, my name is Sean. I've been playing D&D for about, I want to say, 10 years. I dabbled a little bit in 4E, went into 5E a little after I heard about, obviously, Critical Role and kind of got back into it. I met these jabronis about maybe, 4 months ago, roughly. And it's been fun. I've been able to see what they can do, and I'm really excited to be here and, see what bullshit these people can pull in.
Alrighty then. Well, unless anybody else has anything else? No? Okay.
Nope.
With all of that out of the way, I think it's time to get started for tonight's episode of A Land of Dark Dreams. So, for those of you who have not seen my games before, one of the things I like to do is let the players give the opportunity to describe something about last session that they enjoyed. This in turn will then give them the opportunity to win a little bit of DM inspiration for the game. This usually functions as a form of advantage should they decide to use it. The rules are, they have to declare that they want to use it before they make the roll, not after. So, we're going to go in a little bit of order from left to right on our little screen. Connor, 23. Tell us something about last session that you enjoyed.
I enjoyed Warforged shenanigans. It is the greatest fun ever. Just not knowing what we're doing and being completely socially inept is just perfect.
The awkwardness that is a Warforged, yes. All right. Lake or Renard?
Getting kicked out of the bar because one of the Warforged decided, I'm going to throw a crossbow bolt, because that works out.
Right, that is why we got kicked out.
It was awful.
Yes.
It was not my fault.
But it was? Tempest,
I really enjoyed messing with the wig. That was pretty fun. And then realistically, I enjoyed hitting the moving target and winning. I like winning.
Okay. Sorry, I got a cat that's going crazy. Will you sit down, you piece of crap? All right. Sean is on.
I enjoyed diving into a gambling addiction and it coming back positively, especially with some of the party members who didn't really seem to listen to some of the bets I made against them.
You would never have bet against me, right?
Right.
He would never bet large sums of money against you.
I'll bet 2 gold.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Fine.
All right. Kevin. Ian.
I'm not gonna lie, I really thought that the little kid fight was funny.
They weren't little children.
It was just they were described as children off the bat, and then 23 proceeded to just like give them all severe concussions.
18 to 20 is young adult. I'm sorry, it should have been described better.
You will never be the same again.
Alrighty, we here at TTRP do not condone child violence. We do, however, laugh at it.
Only when it's imaginary children.
This endorsement does not actually reflect the views of TTRP.
Only when it's imaginary children getting punched by a robot.
It reflects my views.
And finally, Matt. Roman.
I gotta say, I was both a fan and not a fan of how my robot friends decided to just divulge all the information about us out in the open. That my whole plan of the secrecy going out the window, but the best part was definitely sneakily just kind of playing in the background and letting our blue friend take my spot in the fight, so I didn't have to get punched by orcs.
Yeah, that was great. I love that part.
Oh,
Every plan succeeds until it comes into contact with Warforged, apparently.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, where last we left off, 6 unique individuals arrived at the town of Darrowshore. Some of you were a little more outstanding than others, mostly due to your large metallic frames, but others for your magical talents. But, nonetheless, you were all there at the same place at the same time. And in this auspicious moment, you came together with introductions and set forth into the town to participate in the various festival challenges that were presented to you. You overcame the Grand Melee, where mostly through overpowering work of 23, you took down the 3 Gorn brothers, large orc fighters. You came together to entertain Knight Captain Constellar of the White Shields for the Magical Talent Show, where Renan and Ejan competed, with Ejan coming up just out a little bit in the head, mostly through pity, but still. Your prowess with archery was shown at the archery contest, where Galen Goleaf presented you with the opportunity to take down multiple targets. Many of you competed, but only one of you could walk away in triumph. And now, as you make your way towards the so-called Knaves Challenge, wondering what next awaits you, the afternoon sun slowly dipping into a later afternoon, about 3-4 o'clock. So the sun is still up, but it is making its way down. What would you all like to do?
So, if memory serves, this Knaves Challenge is supposed to be something akin to a maze. I believe that is what the hostess at the inn mentioned. I don't suppose any of you have any particular training with tracking, survival, or just general knowledge about how to navigate maze properly, other than stick to the left side and you'll find your way out eventually.
I mean, I've done a few things in my time. I've gotten around the wilderness.
Dave's challenge or a maze challenge?
I recommend we have 23 walk forward through walls until we find the exit.
I was about to recommend the same, my friend.
I was actually about to recommend the same as well. I mean, unless there's a rule against that.
Yes, that would put a damper on that plan.
My friends, that is not how a maze works.
Is not the
maze
purpose of
or
the
a
maze
maze?
to find the exit?
It is, but I highly doubt they are going to allow you to walk through the walls.
What if they don't know you walked through the walls? What do you just said the other large men
I
made?
have a feeling once they see the giant holes in the wall, they'll be pretty aware.
Especially if they are robot-shaped.
Yeah, 23 is not the most quiet or subtle type. So
Thank you.
What if we put the pieces back in the wall after, and then I mend them in place?
I would like to point out that people are calling it the Knaves Challenge, not the Maze Challenge.
Yeah.
And once again, I've told you before, it's the Knaves Challenge.
So wait, why were you entertaining the idea of it being a maze challenge then?
Because that's what the woman at the end said it was. It was a challenge involving a maze.
I thought you said it was a challenge involving a knave.
That
I
wouldn't
thought
make
she
any
said it was a
sense.
challenge involving a glaive.
Tempest will look at the nearest person and go, "Excuse me, what do you know about the Knaves Challenge?"
Oh! As you kind of grab a nearby gnome, you see her walking past you with this very large contraption on her back that almost looks like a large set of like wooden planks strapped with almost like a canvas and a little bit of machinery behind it. She goes, well, it's kind of like an ingenuity challenge where you're supposed to describe your talent in thinking.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with mazes. Why would she call it a maze challenge if it has nothing to do with mazes? I'm going to go back there and give her a piece of my mind.
Well, you can go back there.
Challenge.
We can go back to
Oh,
when
right,
we
we're banned.
challenge.
You should absolutely go back there and give that wench a piece of your mind.
Renard, I think your ears may be malfunctioning.
Well, I wouldn't worry about any anyway because I'm going to go ahead and win that if you all don't mind. And she's just gonna scoot on off. She's about a 2-foot tall blonde or a blue-haired, almost like that cotton candy blue-haired gnome. Very bright and cheery looking.
It's very interesting hair you have there, miss.
And what is your backpack?
Oh, this is the GL1D3R. It is a new invention I have to get around quickly from high elevations.
Would you call that a glider?
No, it's a GL1D3R.
I'm just putting them all together.
But
Fascinating.
like a ladder. It sounds like.
May I inspect it?
I prefer you not to know. You can see it in action, though.
I'm not fascinated. What's the purpose of the numerals in the middle of the word? What does it stand for? Is it an acronym?
I'm pretty sure that's how many times it took for her to actually make the contraption.
She'll...
Then why is there a number at the end of the first bit in the middle of the second bit? That doesn't make
Do
sense.
not question my genius! It is what it is. Thank
We
you.
haven't seen your genius yet, I'm totally honest.
Well, you're going to go find out soon. And she's
have-
trotting in the general direction.
Have you
I
have you
will
tested this
run-
one out properly?
I will run.
What?
Have you
Far away
tested that yet?
What?
I've met many gnomes, they don't test many things.
I don't think
will-
she's tested it.
Fascinating person.
I will run way past her to the Knaves challenge.
Do you think I can present myself to win the Knaves Challenge?
You are very interesting.
All right.
Yeah, one of them-
23, I could pretend that you are my creation.
I'm already gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Just running off ahead. Eventually, you arrive at what appears to be a relatively small tent. Sitting underneath it is absolutely nothing except a wizard in a chair and a chest beside him. This wizard is almost in that very elven. If you ever mentally pictured a haughty elven mage, this would be him, with flowing brown robes of gilded gold as an inlay, and almost bright coppery golden hair with a very bronze-toned skin. Definitely a high elf. And he seems to be reading a book and has the utmost bored expression on his face. There is nobody around him except the bubblegum-haired gnome and 23, who, as you approach, he just kind of looks up. Yes, is there something I can do for you?
I'm here for the Knaves challenge.
We're here for the maze challenge.
Knaves challenge.
Let's see.
Really, we would be okay with doing a maze or knave challenge.
Do you have a glaive challenge?
You can see he just gets this very dour expression on his face. It's a very case of, I don't want to be here, but I am forced to be. But he just...
Well, listen.
It is called the Knaves Challenge. So aptly called because I am here to judge the prowess and thinking capabilities of the townsfolk who wish to participate. If you wish to, I can either present to you a riddle and a challenge that you must solve, or present to me an object of your ingenuity.
Hmm.
Let me go through my inventory.
I should be going to act independently. I'm going to go.
I would be careful with. I would be careful with the gnome. Those numbers in that device's name that shows how many times she's actually had to try to use it.
It is not!
I mean, I do believe it is.
Well, you're wrong then, aren't you?
What were the numbers? 3, 1, 2, 3, 5 or something like that?
She just gets that huffy, you can see the eye twitch.
I'm going to do a thing, which is probably going to get me in trouble. Can I get close to her and kind of like fiddle with her backpack a little bit?
Isn't she standing right in front of the wizard?
She's standing right in front of her. What are you trying to do?
The wizard doesn't look very interested. I'm pretty sure he's okay with this. He'd probably find it funny. I'm just gonna kind of go over there and just look at it real fast and just see if there's any knobs or like buttons I can just like mess with a little bit. Just like
Tempest says before a quarterstaff, whack right there.
You're like the guy from the beginning of the pod race.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I'm just kind of like
this is pod racing.
Rip a
Please
tube
don't.
out of that thing. You're gonna kill her.
16.
Stop! She's already dead.
I'm no rogue, but I have some sleight of hand.
She seems to be very engaged in conversation with the wizard. Well, this is talking about how she's gonna leap off the cliff and float back down to arrive on the front of town.
She's gonna die.
You pull a little string and just gently undo a little bit. She does not seem to notice.
Oh shit.
You're actually going to kill her.
Do I get a kill counter for this?
The first kill of the campaign is an accidental murder.
Roman was actually heading his way that way, and as he sees Tempest do it, and just kind of pats him on the side, just gives him a thumbs up.
I just kind of like nudge him in the side, just like.
So considering that none of us have come up with any inventions, at least I can assume none of you look like it.
Well, I am an invention.
I am working
Tell
on a
you
few,
what,
but
let's allow the gnome to demonstrate her prowess, and then we will come back to you.
Sounds good.
I'm nervous.
And
I
she
watched
will.
it practically because I did
Roman,
not
should I
see
not
that
inform-
happening at all.
Roman, should I not inform the gnome that Tempest messed with
She-
her backpack?
Takes her backpack off and just seems to be trotting up near towards the higher point of the town. So I will bring us to Darrow Shore. Just a little bit to the left of the tower where you all stand. And she will get a big grin on her face and go, all right.
Is your backpack supposed to be sparking?
Huh? She'll turn around and look at it. Sparking.
Are you sure?
Anyway. She leaps. And you watch as the glider spreads out into a great distance.
Okay.
And she seems to be sailing at a very gentle slope before you watch as one of the wings disconnects and falls. You hear a
Can I run to try and catch her?
She's off the cliff. She's like gone off the edge.
I
She
wish it
descends
got
and
me
you see her glider descend into the forest.
Shit.
I just lean over to Tempest, like, wow, you really evil one.
I'm in game. I'm like, that was expected, but shit.
Tempest, was your intention to murder her?
Yes, I didn't take you to be the cold-blooded sort. That was a bit of
I didn't know what she
If
was.
so, you did an excellent job.
Roman just giving him the tisk.
I'm just.
Are
Like,
you all going to go help her? You see Ghost is staring at you.
23 is already out the door trying to. As soon as he saw her break, he's gone trying to go and try and do what he can.
Tempest
We sent the rescue robot. He's fine.
He will retrieve her.
I'll just kind of like slowly head that way. And like, do we get a riddle?
The riddle is, did or did not the gnome survive? Let's go find out.
No, we are very high in the air. It is unlikely she lived.
Maybe the trees caught her. You never know.
I just kind of look at
Trees are sharp and made of wood. That would not soften her fall enough to survive.
Kevin. Here's the thing: she's a gnome. They're annoyingly resilient
To trees?
to
Or
most
bludgeoning
things.
damage?
All things, really.
There is a brief pause between the wizard just staring at all of you. Go.
You know, you seem like a very dour sort.
Did you have your coffee this morning?
I will turn you into a mindless sheep.
I'm already heading that way. I'm just saying.
Gone. As you all run, literally sprinting through the town as fast as you possibly can, trying to catch up to this poor gnome. Unless, I guess, one of you is casually walking.
I'm moving.
I'll jog behind.
I'm not okay with murder. I didn't intend this to be this way.
Meanwhile, Renard saying, I don't understand what the problem is. She failed of her own accord. What is our fault to do with this?
Well,
Oh,
no,
Bernard,
no,
you missed the interaction that Tempest had with her backpack.
I may have taken a string from it or a screw or something.
He is
This
being
individual was going to
facetious.
jump off of a cliff, and your first inclination was to mess with the equipment they were going to use to do this.
To
What
be
did you expect
fair-
to happen?
To
She
be fair,
said that after.
I was going to say, Tempest didn't know until after he did it. So
And after she said that, I was immediately like,
Jump from a high place. What did you expect to happen?
it's a knave challenge. It literally was. She said it was. Oh, this person's just going to show off, or we're going to show off these things. To this person, they're going to judge. What do you really think? What did you? The first thing that came to mind was like, oh, she's totally not going to jump off the cliff. Like
I just thought she was going to like show it off, just like be like, here's my
we were all.
GL1D3AR.
We were all under the impression it was going to be a ladder anyway.
I thought it
Roman
was
is
a
just-
ladder.
Roman is just dying laughing, listening to them scold Tempest for what he was about to do, anyways.
I just saved Roman from all the trouble.
Oh no, I'm not talking down to you, Tempest. Personally, I thought that was kind of funny, but still, I do hope they're all right.
I mean, if it didn't involve almost death, I'd have thought funny too. And if I'd had levitate, I'd have brought her back up.
I think
But
this group
instead-
should be called morally gray. at
Azan,
best.
technically you are speaking down to Tempest. You are taller than him.
Is he? I'm 5'11".
I'm 5'11", as well, I believe.
We're like eye to eye.
We're having a heart-to-heart.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Forrest, no.
So, running out of the town, it's not a terribly far walk to the edge of the woods. You're pretty much right on it outside of Darrowshore. As you wander around through the woods, you eventually hear a sudden shriek of terror coming through the trees. However, it is not immediately clear to you where it's coming from. But shortly after the first one is followed by more shrieks.
You see, guys, she's fine. I told you it'd be all fine.
It is not guaranteed that is her.
I need some sort of marching order, and whoever's looking for her to make perception checks.
23 would be leading.
Okay.
Can I do like a survival check to see if there's like... Oh, there's no track. She fell. Never mind.
There's a perception check to find her the shrieks.
What is my perception? Oh, that's not
Right.
bad.
Roman's just at the back.
Nope, that's bad.
I'll be in the middle.
I was going to say, I will help by saying she likely went down at an angle. She may have taken down the top of trees in her process. Look for any broken branches in the path.
So, where
Sound
are you helping?
logic.
I'm
Well, she
kind of
is
in the
very
middle
light.
back. Kind of like probably like second or third to last.
I would also be standing in the back.
I'll be in the middle.
I am dead in the middle.
No, wait.
Right
So,
where I
do you want to
need
be first in the middle, or do you want to be second middle?
As we switch to a map.
Wow, you were ready for this.
Oh, see, look, the
Almost
spider
like
web's caught her.
This was gonna happen anyway. I can already tell. It was gonna
So-
fail.
Fine.
What? So, as you all kind of descend into the woods, Tempest, you're the one who more or less could pin out an exact direction of where she's coming from, and you could see just through the distance the bubblegum-haired gnome struggling up, which looks like she's tangled up in a set of massive spider webs.
See, look, she's fine.
See,
I
the
do not think
spider-
this accounts as fine.
The spider web caught her fall. It's fine.
23 will show ahead. Do you need help?
Get me down from here!
All right, 23 is going to run up.
Okay.
Very demanding right now.
So-
I am scanning the trees and keeping a decent distance back from 23. Just
I'm gonna get
cautious
right
of
here.
the area.
I'm just kind of
Considering
staying
what
there.
we're looking
So
at.
she's about 23 or 23. She's 23. She's about
You
30
can't use
feet.
that number.
She's about 30 feet up, but I need Renard to please make a perception check.
Does there appear to be a central supporting thread that's holding her in the trees?
She is kind of stuck between a variety of threads and branches themselves.
So there's not like one thread that you could cut that would cause the web to like lose structural integrity.
Doesn't look like it. And Renard, as you scan up the trees, you don't see anything. Just a lot of webbing.
I'm kind of walking up to. Can I make a perception check as well?
Sure.
Probably not gonna do any better than that though. That's pretty good. Okay.
No.
Can
Oh.
I throw an orange at one of the other webs that she's not in?
Is it? There's a splash and nothing. She'll screech, "Ah, come down! What are you doing down there? Get me down!"
All right, 23 will move to the base of the tree here, unless you're going to stop me otherwise.
Roman's just walking down the path. He's like, I really don't want to have to deal with spiders.
And I'm going to climb a tree.
It's actually
Take-
not particularly difficult, but make an athletics check regardless.
Natural 1. No, 23.
23!
So, 23!
Oh, God.
Do I crit on a 23?
I'm
Why
going to take my
not?
crossbow and just ready a shot in case a spider
I'm-
does appear.
Okay.
I am doing the same.
I start ready a vicious mockery.
You realize that as you start climbing through the tree, it's not difficult to get up, but the webbing is very sticky. I need you to make a strength check, please. Okay. There are several points when you almost entangle yourself with how much of a mess it is, and it's just trying to get in there is real pain, but you get pretty close to her. You're about 25 feet up in the tree, so we'll put you about here. And then you hear a sound. And you look behind you. And there is a very large, very angry spider
I missed that.
at all of you. And you can see the gnome just lets out the most high pitch ever. I need you all to please roll for initiative.
Hey,
I'm a cat guy, so we turn.
Had to be spiders.
Should we take our held actions?
Yep, that seems appropriate.
Yeah, did we get to shoot our crossbow bolts that we were readying?
You didn't see it initially, unfortunately. It didn't.
It's true.
Only 23 can see them so far.
Oh, okay.
We're still just waiting.
Yep.
Elmer Fudd.
I'm hunting rabbits.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting spiders.
So unfortunately, this first one scoots up right next to U-23. That's a large spider! It is going to try to go sink its claws right into you.
I assume at this point we see it.
Well, 23 does for sure. 17 will hit as it bites into your side. That hurts. And though you don't take poison damage due to your or you're immune to disease, not poison, right? Or you're,
It's just resistant to poison.
okay.
Yeah, we were
and, I need
resistant
you,
poison.
and you have advantage on the saving throws?
Yep.
Okay. I need you to make a con save. Okay, that will succeed. Is it bites into you, dealing 3 points of piercing damage? That hurts, and you feel this kind of pulse through you, and it deals 2 points of poison damage.
So 5 points total.
5 points of damage total. Yes.
Math is hard. Okay. Oh, I'm
Hey.
not looking too good because we haven't rested since our last fight.
Right. And the next one's going to try to bite you as well, because it's already there. And that's a natural 20.
I'm gonna
Woof.
die.
We die because Tempest fucked with this glider.
And you are unconscious.
Oh, fuck.
How just any total?
He does 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
sounds.
I'm unconscious and fall to the ground.
You're stuck in the web, actually. You're
Oh.
suspended. Yeah, because you're no longer resisting it. So you're just kind of dangling there.
23.
She's like, coming from the gnome. Tempest, you're up.
Okay, I hear the shriek, shriek, shriek,
I
shriek.
didn't click my token. Whoopsie.
Oh, shame.
10.
I swear to God I did. I wasted.
Bernard rolled a natural 20 for his
Of
initiative,
course you
too.
did.
We'll just say you were slow to the draw. We'll put you at the last of the list and the first on the next.
No, I was a 12. It just didn't send the initiative tracker.
Okay, we're good then. So that's 5, 10, 15. Can I see the spiders now, they seem rather large.
Let's see. Can you see the spiders? I'd say yes. You can see them from your current angle.
Okay, I
They're
see,
up there.
and I'm seeing that, and I am not liking what I'm seeing. So I'm going to take my light crossbow, and I'm going to fire a shot.
Okay.
13?
13 does not hit. As it gets kind of caught up and tangled in the web.
Damn. Okay. In that case, I'll just kind of back off slowly and go, big spider! There's a big spider over here. We should probably deal with that.
All right.
Reynard is going to step up to here. He is going to say, "Oh, this is just what I needed today." He's going to hold his hand forward, and just the snap of his finger, blue fire joining between his ring finger and his thumb, he's going to launch a firebolt. Blue firebolt right up towards the first giant.
Do keep in mind they are surrounded in webs.
They are surrounded in webs. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it anyways because I burned all my spell slots in the magic test I got screwed out of.
Okay. Which one are you shooting at? Because 21 will hit.
One on the left.
Okay, roll damage.
5.
There's a as the spider outside a sound from the bite. It's
Alright, well, that's a
it's stunned.
and I'm going to move back with my remaining movement to here to hide behind the rock.
How big is this rock we're next to?
Not hard enough, not tall enough to get full cover unless you go prone.
I drop prone.
There you go. Alrighty. 23. Death save, please.
Oh, God.
Actually, I'm sorry. No, you do not have to make death saves. I lied.
Neat.
Because what they do to you is different.
Works.
Oh, they web you up.
Alrighty. TB. Kevin.
I can't see them from where I'm standing, correct?
No, you would have to move. They're kind of very heavily obscured by the trees, so they have full cover if you're trying to hit them.
Okay. Where would I be able to see? Actually, I wouldn't know that. I'll move to here. Do I see them yet?
You have a good view of the one on the left.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Arcane Weapon.
Okay.
And I'll make it... Seeing Renard just use fire, I will also make it do fire damage.
Okay. Again, like Renard, keep in mind, these guys are surrounded in webs.
Ugh.
Oof.
Did that go? It didn't. It did go.
It went.
So the 9. So the first shot, and it fires up, and its little spark ignites woof, around the first webbing and burns it like almost like watching dryer lint catch as it smolders and cracks and burns away the first layer of webbing. Excuse me. You get the impression that inaccuracy could cost your friend's life if you were not fortunate in the next shot.
Okay. I'll move backwards there.
Okay.
And that's all my movement.
Trismus.
Question. So I ran into the Vicious Mockery before then, so would I have seen them?
I mean, you can see them now, yeah.
Well, before you said that we didn't see before, so our ready actions didn't go off.
Now you can see them.
Okay,
Now that they have taken actions, they are no longer stealthed.
gotcha. No, that's fair. Okay. I will. I believe that's in range. It is. I will sort of just muttering under my breath and pointing a finger at it, letting out this weird, like overlapping whisper. I'm gonna cast Distant Whisper on it.
Okay.
It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, it does.
Ooh, that'll sting.
Oof.
Not the best damage, but you know.
It rolls an 18.
Oh,
Shit. So it takes 5 points a second, and it remains where it is.
Alrighty.
it's a very wise spider.
It is, and I'm out of spell slots.
Well, my rolls have been exceptionally good today.
You got it.
I'm also out of spell slots.
Alrighty.
I will also, drawing out my rapier, will look to Tempest, and as a bonus action, I will inspire Tempest by saying, "That was a good shot, your first try. Let's try it again, yeah?"
Yeah, the spiders took me by surprise.
All right. And lastly, Roman.
So Roman will draw both of his rapiers and look around as everyone kind of stayed put, and he's like, I'm going to be the one to go in there, aren't I?
Both of your rapiers?
Both. I have dual wielder feet. I'm a V-human.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm 5. Let's see. 30 to there.
I will get the second rapier from is where I'm curious.
I purchased my gear.
Okay.
So that was that roll before the.
Yep.
But,
okay.
So I will go there and I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. The spider that has been shot at is gonna hiss and snarl and make its way over towards the gnome and is going to start wrapping her up. The second spider is going to actually leap down and plop itself right next to Roman. And it is going to try to bite him with disadvantage because he is taking the dodge action. It tries to bite you. It's 7. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit you. So you leap back out of the way as this tries to get out and tries to get a good lock on you, but can't quite see and get its fangs into you as you leap out of the way. All right. As you hear the gnome going, she starts getting bound up. All right, Tempest.
I'll just kind of take a deep breath, blow it out, and aim the shot. The 20.
20 will hit. Which one are you shooting at?
The one right in front of Roman.
Okay. 20 will connect.
All right. So it'll be 7 points of crossbow damage as I just kind of help the wind along and fire the shot with that.
Okay. With that, the spider lands right in its like clavicle. It's a favorite Matt Mercer word. I don't think spiders have clavicles, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Either way, it lets out a hiss. You can see this kind of greenish black blood pour from it as it lets out a hiss of pain. That will connect.
Okay, and I'll kind of like edge away from the other way, kind of keeping my eyes on the trees, just kind of like peering in case there's anything else.
Okay. Renard.
Reynard is going to pick himself up. He's going to move 1, 2, 3 as far as he can get with all his movement. He's just going to launch another firebolt, this time at the one that is engaged with this individual right here. Bingo snap. Firebolt. But 9.
21. Also a good hit. Good solid damage. This one lets out a big hiss of pain as it snaps into it. Alrighty.
That's all.
23.
Damn.
You're still just chilling around. Okay. All
Unless
right.
I can roll a death save to try to get back up with 1 hit.
No, unfortunately, that's uniquely specific. Get off me! It's unique to what these spiders do when they knock people unconscious. You're actually stable but paralyzed.
Ah, fun.
Alrighty. And
I will aim and take another crossbow shot at the spider, threatening my friend Roman.
Okay. 25 will hit. 14. Ooh. Okay.
And 3 fire damage.
Oof. Oof. Big mega oof. That's max damage almost for that. Anyway, with that shot. All right. How do you want to do this?
I will just point it at the spider and say, like, you should back away from Roman. He is dangerous with those rapiers, and just chunk.
With that, the shot lands right between the eyes of this creature. Let's let before it kind of shrivels up and crumples into non-existence. It is dead.
But they're gross even when they die.
Alrighty. Jean.
I will move up next to Roman. I will point my rapier at this creature, and I will cast Vicious Mockery by saying, hey you! I don't fucking know. 8 Eyes! You're already ugly enough, don't eat the gnome, you'll get uglier.
You almost swear you could see a finger stick out from the web and just give you the middle finger.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
It will fail, and it rolls 3 damage. Okay.
And it also has disadvantage. No, it's just jesting.
Okay.
It's just jesting. Sure.
But it's got disadvantage on the next attack roll.
All right. Roman.
All right. Is the body of the spider blocking the path forward, or is it away from me?
It's difficult terrain. It's a pretty large creature, even shriveled up. Have to climb over it.
Roman's just gonna kind of keep his rapiers pointed as he moves through its space, making sure it's actually dead.
Ew.
20 feet, 25, so 30. That's my full movement just to get there. I guess I'll dash, and I'll go an extra 5, 10, 15.
Given the significant
20.
amount of... Oh, sorry.
How far? That's 25. How far up is it from me?
She's 30 feet up.
Okay.
And given the significant damage, you can see the spider, it seems to consider for a brief moment, which is peculiar for an unintelligent beast, where it just seems to be considering its options before it ultimately skitters off across the web, leaving behind the bodies and vanishing into the tree line.
Yeah, spider, you better run. I'm shaking my rapier at it.
Alrighty.
We did it. We saved the day.
All right.
That was fortuitous.
I would play the Final Fantasy victory theme, but I'm fairly certain Twitch would sue me.
True.
Probably.
Does anyone have any empty vials?
Why do you need
Nope.
an empty vial?
Pots, pans?
Oh, for the poison for the spiders.
Yes.
Let me check my explorer's pack, but I'm not sure.
Maybe we
I
should
do
get
not.
23 back up first.
Is 23 down?
He's still not moving.
I cannot see him from here.
I'm trying to like untie them or unwrap them or
As
whatever.
you climb up, with a little bit of time and effort, you can take a knife and just...
I have a rapier.
Well,
Everyone here has rapiers.
I do not. I have a dagger.
I have
That's
daggers.
basically a smaller rapier.
Not really.
It's a giant rapier.
with that done, you see 23. He's alive. You can wave your hand in front of his face, but there is no response from his body.
I will try to stabilize him, knowing nothing of mechanical engineering.
He's not dead or dying. He's
Quick,
just...
open the front of his chest. Maybe there's something there.
I'm trying to do whatever I can then.
Maybe
Okay.
we shouldn't rip the robot apart while we don't know what it does. Or
No,
how
he
it
said he
works.
could. No, he said his front chest can open. Look, and he'll do it.
No, you are confusing him with me. Which is
Oh,
odd. We look nothing alike.
Yes, you're porcelain based. He is not.
I'm still getting used to your names. I'm sorry, Kevin.
This one's porcelain and that one's metal.
I'll like pop my chest cavity open and show him like, see, mine opens.
He'll like reach over and like ding ding like inside there.
It is only a small cavity.
Is this the time for this? We should really be hurrying along. The spiders may come back with larger numbers.
I'll just kind of like help the gnome along as she walking on her own.
I'm unfamiliar. Are spiders known for that level of tactics?
She's very irritated as you get without even an insight check. She's just glaring at all of you. How did the damn thing break? That's never happened before.
And
What was
I'm
that?
just like surreptitiously trying to fix it.
What was that? What was your glider called again?
The GL1D3R.
Time and a place, everyone. We are still in the middle of a spider's burrow.
She's, as you can see, she's huffing and making her way. Is your friend all right?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Actually, can anyone carry him?
I
No.
weigh a solid 300 pounds, just so you guys know.
All of us know. No. We're all like in the 87th
Everyone grab a leg or an arm or a head or something. We're going to have to get him out of the together.
Yeah.
And Bernard is just going to lift up one of his legs and start to drag it behind him.
I shall be
It's-
moral support.
Roman will
It's-
grab an arm.
No moral support. Pick a damn limb and carry him.
Ugh, he's so heavy. Why is he heavy?
That's
Well,
sorry,
he's
that's
made
300
mostly of
pounds
metal.
plus 73 pounds of equipment.
There's
So-
5 of us. We
Damn
can
near 400 pounds.
yeah, let's put your backs into it.
All right. I need everybody who's helping to help make a group strength check.
Oh God.
I
Strength
Oh
check?
boy.
Not a saving throw, a strength check, right?
Yeah, it's a strength check.
I rolled a
Dear
4.
God.
9, 12, 11, 1.
I pick up a finger and I'm like, oh God, why is it so heavy?
I just want to hold on. Let's look at your modifiers for a second. -1, -1, 1, -1, -2. for your strength modifiers.
Look, I wasn't expected to carry heavy
For
300-pound
big
things.
tough boys.
This was not in my contract.
We just take a moment to appreciate the wizard has a higher strength score than the rest of the party.
With a little bit of work and a lot of grunting and sweating, you all do manage to haul 23's heavy ass back into town. But where are you taking him? As there are a lot of people who are staring at all of you.
Anywhere that isn't the middle of a forest that apparently has deadly creatures in it.
I
Let's
assume
bring
back to the Knaves challenge.
Yeah, let's bring him to the wizard.
I'm just like, Kevin, do we need a blacksmith, a doctor, a inn?
Okay.
That is a good question.
Bringing him
Dr.
up
Smith.
the hill is a bit of an exhausting effort. And if you're going to take him all the way to the top, you are going to take a level of exhaustion.
I will
Can I try and use mending to wake him up?
Mending only heals non-complicated, non-magical things.
Dang it.
I will pretend to pass
Okay.
out from exhaustion.
We're not going to get him up this hill. Why don't one of us go to the Knaves Challenge, tell them that everything is fine, we can have our gnome friend escort it back, we can get whatever riddle or other challenge that he's going to present to us, and they'll return here to further deliberate and...
I shall bear the burden of going to go talk to the wizard.
No, you're going to stay here, I'm going to...
No, I'm going to go talk to the wizard and he's walking off.
I don't think I saw
Hey, No, I said you're staying here! You're not leaving me with him!
Sorry, I can't. What? I can't hear.
Don't pull this card with me! And we're gone.
Tempest just like falls next to 23, just like out of exhaustion, just like, oh, I've never carried anything so heavy in my life.
Roman's just
I'm just
looking
gonna
around.
start fiddling with his internal mechanisms with my Tinker's tools to see if I can make him not be asleep.
Make a Tinker's Tools check.
It is time to wake up.
With what modifier? Intelligence?
Yes. Basically, it's your version of a medicine check.
Wow.
Okay. Hey, not bad. As you start to examine him, you get the impression that even though you are Warforged and extremely resilient to the natural effects of poison, he is paralyzed from the spider's poison and will probably wear off eventually.
That's actually supposed to be, I don't know if it matters, that's actually supposed to be 2 higher. I forgot to put my expertise on it.
Either way.
Okay.
I don't get expertise till level 3. Sad day.
Wah, 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 wah.
It'll be worth it though. What do you mean? That happens with all bards.
You're not
So-
there.
As you all make your way up to the top of the town, where Numos is just casually sitting in his tent, still reading a book. Were you successful in rescuing the gnome?
Yes. We also fought spiders.
Well,
Was no loss of life.
Don't sound too excited.
I never do. Thank you.
I don't think
will-
he knows sarcasm.
Or I just choose not to participate in it.
Or perhaps you're not human.
What gave that away? He points to his elven ears.
But perhaps you're not elvish then.
As much as I want to entertain that line of thought, what is this Knaves Challenge and how much time do we have left at this point?
The challenge goes until the end of the evening. If you wish to participate, I can give the riddle to you now.
Yes, please expedite the process. Time is of the essence.
Very well. I have hidden 3 feathers, scattered them wide, placed white in a box, and locked it inside. Blue followed termite tracks down where they ran, green in the pocket of same-colored man.
Renard just sighs.
So what you're saying is you hid feathers all throughout this place, and that's the riddle.
Good luck. He'll actually smile, although it is terribly insincere.
I appreciate your sincerity in this matter.
Of course.
Get the handout of that as well, please.
Sure.
So, white feather hidden deep inside. Blue where the termites reside? Was that it?
I've got a handout. Let me transmog it over from another game.
And then green where the ill man or something.
Sorry, Roll20 is being a little bit slow.
So here's a better question. If we do obtain these feathers, but what if someone else has the feathers? Do we have to steal them from the other person to win?
He's going to lean and say, "The feathers are metaphorical."
I don't know what you even said. You're whispering so quietly.
Stage whispers.
Come on, Roll20, stop being slow. There we go. Okay. One moment.
Could you repeat that, please, Renaud? I did not hear a single word you said.
The feathers are metaphorical.
Oh, metaphorical. I got you.
Oh, no, they're not. They're actual feathers.
No, I understood that. What I was asking is, if someone else has obtained one of those feathers that you've hidden with your little riddles, do we have to steal it from them to be able to win? Is it like someone has to collect all 3?
Nobody's collected them yet.
What I'm asking for future reference.
Whoever collects the most at the end.
So it's the most at the end. What if everyone comes in holding one each?
No. Cat, get out of the way. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Sorry, putting a hand out was... Roll20 was not being cooperative today.
You alright? But what happens if everyone comes in with only one feather each?
It hasn't happened in a year yet.
I'm asking questions, I'm not getting straight answers, and that's actually...
Why don't you go find the feathers and cease to worry about these things?
Well, because I want to be sure what happens if it happens, so why don't you stop being you?
I'll tell you, you're disqualified. Enjoy yourself.
That is rude. I already have my ribbon. I don't need your stupid ribbon.
You, if you want my magical item.
I'll find your bloody feathers, and he walks off.
Okay.
While they're talking to the wizard, can I just be like tinkering small creations together and then imbuing them with my magical tinkering effects?
In what regard?
I'm just trying to find like good sized pieces of wood and just like making some like small basically small wooden like kind of like those like Nutcracker dolls. I like the string that makes the pieces move.
They're only gone for inside of 15-20 minutes.
Oh, okay. I figured they're gonna be gone longer than that.
No, not terribly far away. But I imagine you all will regroup.
Not me, I'm still unconscious.
Regrouping. You're not going anywhere.
Been a fun session, guys.
So for this... Oh, hello, everyone. So we have to find feathers.
Roman at this point is just leaning over 23, just kind of softly slapping his face, trying to wake him up.
What kind of feathers? And I just
That probably would hurt your hand after a while.
I was about to say.
Bang, bang, bang.
I pluck a feather out of my braids. Just
No,
like,
not that sort of feather. He hid feathers all throughout this place, and now we have to go find them.
That seems like a That's not even a riddle.
Do we have any?
There are riddles that go along with it, but you know.
Did we have any clues?
We do actually.
Renaud will recite the riddle.
Yeah, I was gonna say Renaud. Yes.
I've taken 3 feathers, hidden them wide, placed white in a box, and locked it inside. Blue followed termite tracks down where they ran, green in the pocket of the same colored man.
So we need to find some sort of green man.
That does seem to be the easiest to solve.
Does anyone know of any statues in town?
But,
I'm sorry, my knowledge is limited.
What about this blue followed termite tracks down where they run? Rivers run? Maybe something termites? Wood? The woods?
But we were just in the woods.
Didn't he also have a box next to him? Is he saying that the white feather's in the box next to him?
We'll get that when we come back to it. We have until sundown, so we have some time.
Don't know of any statue.
When I came into town, did I see any sort of green man statue, possibly due to time?
Make a
Intelligence checks. Generic
Okay.
intelligence, see if you recall.
All right. 11.
Okay. There has actually been one person that you recall sitting inside the Five Fine Fish who was dressed in a green tunic with green pants and a green hat.
We should go check the Five Fine Fish. I do believe I did see someone that was wearing all green there, and that could be a good place to start.
Is that not the tavern that 23 got kicked out of?
I mean, we got kicked out of.
Well, 23. What? Well, I've not been kicked out of it,
Rizan was not there with us when we got kicked out.
so I could just take a peek in, and then I can ask where that person went.
Steal the feather from him. I like it.
Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't steal the feather. If this man is a part of this riddle, he'll probably just give it to me.
Oh, whatever. Get the feather.
I imagine he will have us do a task for him. It seems unlikely that it would just be simply find the man.
If I have to do a riddle alongside another riddle, I'm actually just going to tear out my hair. So let's give it a shot.
Will you steal the feather then?
Oh, dog, I heard you like riddles, so here's a riddle while you riddle.
Yeah, if he decides,
If I have to steal the feather, I'll steal the feather. It's just a feather.
that's where I was gonna say. Maybe if he gives you a riddle, you get him to come outside, then I can try and.
And then I knock him out and I take the feather.
Let's just remind ourselves that this is a test of ingenuity. It is likely going to be how you obtain the items in question that is part of the challenge.
I agree with what Renaud says.
I disagree. I think we just need the feathers. Find me 3 feathers. I'll paint them red, white, blue, and green.
I imagine that the feathers probably have some sort of magical signature that identifies them as the correct feathers.
Let's make sure this. Let's make sure this green man is still there.
Just go find that. Let's start with that.
23 is still unconscious.
Somebody must stay here with him.
Is he
Stay
unconscious?
here.
Is he actually unconscious?
His eyes are open. He is staring unblinking out into a world. So he's there. The consciousness is there, but there's just no movement.
23.
Could I
I don't
fashion
blink, by the way.
could I fashion like a litter for him so it's easier for us to carry him?
Just get some rope tied under his arms and use him as like a backpack.
I think this still needs somewhat a strength score, which we still lack completely.
Well,
Wait, no, wait, we're uphill now. We could just sled him downhill.
No, we
Well,
never
up
got
the
up the
hill.
hill.
Yeah,
He's
we
at the
stopped
bottom of the hill.
Ah, damn it. I thought we were.
As you all are actually having this conversation, debating your next course of action, a few more minutes will pass by before 23-year-old
Oh, no, there he is.
unsees as the paralyzation effect of the spider's poison will finally wear off.
Warforged would need to take a breath so desperately.
Maybe it's his
We don't-
notice.
Affectation.
It's kind of like a boot up process.
Oh,
We
God, it's,
don't breathe.
it's Windows 95. I'm so sorry.
I don't see
No, it's
95
actually
Windows.
Vista.
Ew, worse.
All right.
Sorry, I was
Have-
booted up in Linux.
Have I heard everything, or am I just like
You were there, you could hear, but you're just, unable to move.
to the fine five fish it is?
Yes.
Oh, you were
With your
listening.
1 health.
Oh, he's up. I guess
Oh,
we
I'm at
should-
1. Yeah.
Don't worry, we will have a rest shortly, but I do want to get this feather. Let's go.
All right, and as we begin the next stage of our journey, why don't we go ahead and take 15?
cool.
All right.
15.
Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody. Glad to see all of your smiling voices once again. So, as you sneak your way into the the five-wing fish is on. It's crowded. It's packed. There's people everywhere. But at the center of this table, or this chamber, is a table stacked with pies. Literally. You could count over 200 in just 30 seconds of how many pies are sitting on this table.
Pie challenge.
So this is where the pie challenge is and where the featherman is.
I would like to participate in the pie challenge.
Are you there?
Yes.
You just walked right on in.
Yeah.
Ruby's not gonna like that.
We'll find out how it happens.
And as a few minutes pass by here,
Please.
One of you, out,
Please.
out.
I will pay gold for the sign.
Make like a tree and leaf.
I have 2 gold for the side.
If you endanger any more of my customers, you're done.
Agreed. And I give her 2 gold.
I don't want your gold.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Are you all here to participate in the challenge?
I am here to participate in the pie challenge.
He's here to participate in the pie challenge.
You
I'm here
can't
to
eat!
Yes, I got it.
No, you can't! You have no mouth!
I open my very clear mouth.
Not what it is! It does not, you cannot physically eat. I am sorry, you are disqualified from the contest.
I just come in behind him and I'm like, 23, you have to actually have a biological stomach to participate.
I do have a biological stomach, and I undo some things over here and open up
No.
like a fireplace door or a furnace door, and you can see a hole in there. See?
That does not count.
That is not biological.
I am sorry. Perhaps your friends can participate, but you cannot.
I wiggle my fingers behind my back and cast minor illusion to make a human stomach appear in the open doors.
Oh, there we go.
Oh god!
Ugh.
Why? Do you even know what a stomach looks like?
Have you not seen books of anatomy?
Have you, Isan?
Maybe, you don't know.
The challenge is starting soon, so if your friends would like to join us, please hurry up.
Yes, let's.
I
go
recommend
ahead,
all
and
of
I
our-
push Tempest forward.
I recommend all of our organics join the contest to give us the best odds of winning.
I
Organic.
feel like I'm gonna throw up with the amount of ale I'm gonna be drinking tonight anyway, so I might as well.
So, as you can see, there are a number of people gathered around. Welcome, my friends, to the Extreme Pie Eating Contest.
Extreme.
These pies were made by me. For those of you who are not aware, my brand of magic is a little bit unique. It might be considered wild. So these pies might have some peculiar effects. Some might be helpful, some might not be helpful.
Will some blow up in our face? I like that answer.
She gives a... Brother Bonham is nearby if you sustain any injuries. However, the rule is simple. If you fall unconscious or forced to stop eating, you lose. Or if you disappear. Which is a possibility.
While she's talking, can I look around the bar for the green individual?
Make
I also
yourself a
like to
check.
look for the green individual.
Yeah, I might as well since I can't eat.
Ooh,
I'm sad
17.
focused.
Okay. There is a man at the bar who is wearing a green tunic, green pants, and a green cap. There is no feather in the cap.
Damn it.
Leave this one to me and
Kevin.
I already had an idea for this, but if you all think you're smarter than I am,
well, we can't eat pie, so we're doing something.
Well, remember, it said in the pocket of the green man, not the hat of the green man.
I'm
How
already
much
watching.
time do we have until the pie eating contest begins?
About 10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes to get the feather.
Oh,
I'm
perfect.
I'm sitting there just inspecting pies.
I shall go over to the green man.
The pies are in a variety of flavors and colors and temperatures. You can see pumpkin, cherry. There's even a pineapple pie, which seems a little bizarre. Ever such a thing could ever be.
I think you're gonna say it's gonna be on pizza.
Can I ritual cast identify on the pies?
You could spend the 10 minutes casting that if you wanted to.
actually, now that he mentions that, that gives Reynard an idea. So Reynard, as an Arcanist, I get a once a free day detect magic spell. I would like to use that.
Okay. There are many of them that are magical.
Specifically,
some way or
I'm
another.
looking for what types of magic are on which pies.
Okay, it's like looking at a random swirl of energy. They rotate around. Several of them, you identify that as magical, but there's not a school associated with it. The magic is bizarre. That's why it's called wild magic.
So
That's
apparently, whatever she did to enchant these pies, she did it in such a way that the magic itself doesn't actually solidify until someone starts eating it, which I can't imagine how she would do that, but I guess that's just something we'll have to deal with. While I'm doing that, I would also like to focus my gaze on the green man. Do I notice a magical feather on him? Or anything magical on his person?
He is nothing magical on him, no.
Well, maybe he's
So either the feather isn't magical or he doesn't have it. But I'll leave that to you on the phone.
I will walk up towards him. Also, side note, wild magic sorcerers are so much fun.
I would stop casting Identify after Reynard said that.
Okay.
Kind of realizing there's really no point to it if the school of magic isn't identifiable.
Wild magic. Hashtag weird.
Yes.
So,
I will saunter over.
That's like old
He's-
magic.
he's just casually watching everybody sipping on a beer. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing quite alright. How about yourself?
Can't complain of the fine day.
Listen, I'm here on behalf of a challenge. I'm here to look for a certain feather, and you look like a man that might know where a feather like that might be.
Sorry, I ain't know about that.
Well, you've been here all day, so that's a bit strange. I mean, unless you really like to drink.
Who doesn't?
I'm gonna roll insight on him.
Make an insight check.
He's spying about that?
Well, no, lying about like not knowing about the feather.
Oh, he's chilling. Okay, insight is not a lie detector.
No, it's my lie detector that.
He's pretty calm, very placid, a little happy. He's got a little bit of a tinge to his cheeks. So,
I'll keep an eye out, but thank you for your
Okay.
patience.
of course. And eventually Ruby will just, all right, gentlemen, can we all have a seat? And she'll gesture down at a table.
Sitting.
This is done in a simple order. We'll do one at a time. Who can go the furthest though? So, who would be the first to try out a pie?
Tempest Wood.
I was
All
going
right.
to say yes, but I don't like being volunteered.
Well, as he says Tempest would, I was pushing Tempest forward to volunteer.
As Tempest kind of plops forward, she will set a pie down in front of you. It is a cherry pie. Please roll a 1d100 if you're going to eat it.
Yes. Yes.
That's can I even roll a 1d100?
Slash D100.
Fireball.
Or slash roll D100. Easy.
Oh, I've got it here. I've got it. 19?
As you start chowing down, it's a fairly nice cherry pie. Please make a Constitution save.
Okay. It's Constitution save?
Yes, con save.
Oh, come on.
Okay. It's a little full, but you chow it down pretty quick. As your face is covered now in cherry juice, but you managed to eat it.
How many people seem to be participating?
There's quite a few. This is you 4 plus about 6 others. Who's next?
I'll
Yes,
go.
I am.
Oh, and then I just want to go.
I push on forward. Oh no, you volunteered first. Don't let me interrupt you.
Hey, you know what? I'm perfectly fine with this sort of thing. If you want, I'm
I take
perfectly.
a step back so he's in front of me.
Eat your damn pie, I son.
I will do what. See, I don't like being volunteered either.
You volunteered me first.
That's
Alrighty.
fine.
Who's going?
I will.
All right. Roll a 1d100.
All right.
Roman's just keeping to the back and
61.
watching. He's like, oh, late.
Okay. As you start eating it, you swallow and you feel it boom, inside your stomach. As it starts expanding.
Ooh.
Oh, what? Oh, feels really weird, but you also feel a lot more full than you probably ought to. As you managed to eat a good chunk of it, but go ahead and make a Constitution save.
All right. Fucking pies. A tick as well.
Wow.
So you just managed to squeeze it down, holding it. It was pretty hearty.
Having some trouble there, son.
You didn't have a pie blow up in your stomach, so yes.
You're right, I didn't.
You sound all smug over there, but I'm gonna laugh at you when you're transported to another dimension.
If it happens,
That would be bad.
Alrighty.
Don't joke about that. That's a very real possibility.
Next, please.
wild magic.
Reynard reluctantly steps forward at this point.
All right, my friend. Let's see you try. Roll a 1d100. 26. Okay. As you start chowing down, you're clenching yourself, expecting some awful thing to happen, but you chow down on a pretty good pumpkin pie. Very sweet. Make a Constitution save.
Does it
A
have
lot-
cinnamon?
I've noticed everyone here has been rolling 6s, at least somewhere in there.
This pie is easy. Clomp, 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 clomp. No issue whatsoever. You sucker that down.
I thought wizards weren't hail.
He wipes the side of his mouth. I don't know what the big deal was. That was enjoyable.
It was very tasty. Very good pie.
Around, yes.
Knock on wood, Renard. Knock on wood.
He will absentmindedly stare at you, raise a fist over the table, and wave his hand away.
Who are you doing that to?
To his arm after he said, knock on wood.
Oh.
Who is next?
You'll regret that.
Roman will just put his hand up. I guess it's my turn. Can't be
Very
too
well.
bad.
Give it a
I
shot.
believe in you, Roman. Even though you are not the biggest person.
All right. Roll a 1d100.
While he's eating his pie, can I actually focus my detect magic to see when it actually takes its magical effect on?
So in this particular instance, Roman, when you put it in your mouth, it's like chewing on a habanero pepper. It is hot! Holy crap! Hot!
Pie.
Got some Carolina Reaper in there.
His forehead's just sweating, but he's just trying to keep the calmest face he can.
It's the last dab pie.
I need to actually make a medicine check.
I'm just with the sun, like, is this
Okay.
getting a little red?
Okay.
The
As you're
8
eating this,
consistency right now.
you are trying to cool your mouth down, but you're having no success. You need to make your con save at disadvantage.
Oh, shit.
You,
Hey!
you make it, but it's hot.
I go get a mug of ale for Roman.
Just it burns so bad.
As Kevin walks away, I'm like, Kevin, milk.
Ale also is very effective at cooling a mouth.
Yeah.
Kevin,
Roman just stands up and grabs the nearest cup of ale he can grab and just starts pounding it back.
Chug,
Kevin.
chug.
I would like to inquire if you still have that poncho and wig.
I am currently wearing them, so yes.
I think we
Alright.
could disguise me.
So the next 4 individuals are going to do theirs. You see a fairly large, burly man roll up and do his. And he looks like he chows down in this pie without too many issues. Seems to be a normal pie. He just survives. Next lady rolls up. This is a tiny little girl, about 5'0", maybe 85 pounds soaking wet. She's going to chow down on hers. It's a normal pie. And she spits it out, and she gets a whistle blown at her. She's disqualified. You're out. And you see a couple people kind of stand back for a moment. Another gentleman walks up, does his pie. It's a normal pie.
21 and 22.
Hey, you know it happens.
Next up is 23. What?
But he just manages to hold it down as he's. And the last one rolls up, also going to do another pie. 59. That is a special effect pie, is it? It is not. It is a normal pie. All right, he's going to try to hold his down. And he just maintains it as well.
Oh my god.
The rolls.
Good con saves.
Yeah, really. All right, as they all. One is disqualified, so it's you 4 plus 2 more. Alrighty. So, who's next?
Tempest is back in the action.
Alrighty, you're kind of full. Tempest, you're up.
Alright, let's roll that D100.
38. As you start chowing into this sweet caramel apple pie, it is a normal pie. Please make a con save. All right, you're feeling full. This is a little harder to keep down, but you tough it out. Got it.
I do love apple cinnamon.
Sweet caramel cinnamon. Yeah, that's good pie. Good pie. Alrighty. Next up,
Guess I go back up.
as you're feeling pretty full from that previous one, you have a feeling this is gonna be a little bit harder for you.
Ugh. Alright. There we go. 77.
77.
That's
Alrighty.
good.
As you start eating this one, you feel it. It's almost like it's extremely oily, and it practically just melts in your mouth and slides down.
Oh.
It's easy to eat. You have no issues with it. You actually have advantage on this and your con save.
Woo!
Wow.
So make your next Constitution save with advantage,
That sounds really disgusting.
which is a really good thing because that would have been a failure. So as
Oh god.
what?
That tale of two rolls right there.
it goes down and you It was a very greasy pie, but it went down. It cast grease on itself as it went down.
Probably,
Oh,
probably a meat pie.
Blood pudding.
Oh my!
Blood pudding is actually good. Don't you dare diss black pudding or blood pudding. Same thing.
Alrighty. Who's next?
That's Reynard.
Roman's gonna push to the front. He's like, I need to get something in my mouth to get rid of this hot.
All right, Roman. It still burns. All right, Roman, make your roll.
It's in my lungs.
28 is a normal pie. Make your con save. Alrighty. Is this one is your mouth is still hot, but the carbs do eventually start gently absorbing the roll. You do manage to keep this one down.
So like, much better. Much better.
Reynard.
All right, Reynard, you're next.
Please do not name it as distracting. Reynard will step up and roll his.
Reynard.
35 is a normal pie. All right.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Reynard, this one is
I
you.
just push it away from me, like,
No,
Can't do it.
no more. And that one, you are disqualified. She goes, "Oh, good try, Reynard. Good try."
You should have knocked on the wood.
Alrighty, the next one rolls up. There's a normal pie. And he just manages to keep it. Next one does it, the 78. This one also does the grease effect.
Hey!
So he'll do his roll with advantage. Oops, that was incorrect. He will pass. All right. 11 keeps him in the roll. Alrighty. So Reynard is out. The little girl is out. So now it's just 3 of you and 2 more.
I'm feeling kind of hungry.
All right, so for the 3 of us, here's how we're gonna decide. 1, 2, 3, not it.
Roman just goes and sits down.
Alrighty. Roman rolling all up. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try and eat a pie.
Got this, mate. You got it.
Normal pie. Make a con
All right.
save.
Oh god.
As you you cough it up. It's too much for you.
You can give Roman 2 thumbs up.
Pineapple.
Good job, Roman.
Pineapple pie. It doesn't belong there.
Pineapple. Blech.
Roman is disqualified. Who's next?
I'll go.
Pineapple.
You've got this, Tempest.
Probably
You got
not. Probably not.
You know, he's like, Tempest, you got it. Remember, you're the best. And he's gonna inspire him.
Don't
Oh.
forget your regular inspiration too.
You
No,
guys-
that's been gone for a while, I think, because that only lasts 10 minutes.
DM inspiration.
No,
lasts-
DM
My
inspiration.
DM inspiration does.
Oh, DM inspiration. Okay, my bad. I thought you were talking about bardic inspiration. Might be.
You've already done that, but yeah.
I've got no inspirations left, so you better make it count.
58. This pie is the normal pie.
Okay. I will take advantage. I will take my DM advantage on this.
Okay.
Nice.
Of course.
That will hold it. All right, you're chowing down. You're full, but you feel like I could do it. I got room. There's always more room for dessert.
Always more room for pie.
All right.
It's cruising.
It is my turn. With my luck, I'm gonna get something magical.
Fire.
For fuck, it's all 70s now.
Is that more grease?
Did I get another meat
Fire.
pie?
That's
That might
another.
be the fire.
It's the grease pie.
Yes.
Damn
Alrighty.
you.
As it slides on down. Unfortunately, it slides on down and then it slides on back up. I got this. No, you don't.
Too much oil.
Yes.
Alrighty, so Tempest is in the running. One of the larger gentlemen is still in the running, and shoot, I'm looking at the
Child?
name. No, it's Small Child's out.
I really want to do something to one of those other contestants, but I'm pretty sure I'll get thrown out at the end if I do.
All right, who's next?
Should
one
we
of those
try and affect the
two, right?
contest?
It's just those 2 left because
Yeah, you still have. All right, big
Reynard's
fat, The big burly guy's gonna go. All right, here we go. Well, I'm not rolling into Twitch channel. I can't roll in there. Let's roll in here.
And you can try.
Alrighty, he's gonna eat his pie. 41 is a normal pie. This guy's getting lucky.
I didn't get lucky.
He's still holding it down. He's. And he'll just look at Tempest.
I snarl back
Grr.
with my pie-covered face.
All right.
Just grab the pie and just like do like a war paint on your face.
There's probably chunks of pie like floating around my hair.
All right, Tempest, make your roll.
Oh God, I'm so nervous.
You got this.
So nervous. Oh no, or good. I don't know.
You watch as Tempest vanishes from sight.
No! Another dimension.
See, I told you this would happen.
Tempest, you pop up in the middle of the frickin' woods somewhere. You can see the tall spires of the Temple of Halal about 5 miles out.
I will take Tempest's place.
You're out of the contest.
I will take his place.
Into
will
which the gentleman will stand up and just starts cheering and everybody starts clapping.
He didn't win that round. He hasn't eaten yet.
Yes. Is the gentleman and our departed friend still not tied?
Oh
There's-
no. If somebody's teleported out, they are disqualified from the contest.
Well, he should still have to eat his pie to see if he actually, it keeps it down.
He's the last one standing. He's here.
It does seem to be inherent advantage to not going first.
Great, now we have to steal a ribbon from this guy.
Which the ribbon will be planted on this gentleman.
I'll just madly stomp down the path back to town.
You start making your way back to town. It's gonna take you about an hour to walk back.
Wait,
I'm
could
just
he?
muttering curses
wait.
under my breath the entire time, just like,
Could he have used the bardic inspiration on the D100?
I was fucked.
No. It's not an ability check.
That's fair.
No, I
Okay.
was straight up fucked because I rolled the 1% chance of a 1.
What would have happened if one of us rolled 100?
You would turn into a goat.
Accurate.
Even better at pie eating.
Well, because there's the thing on the wild magic table where you can just turn into a potted plant. It's the best.
No, I didn't use that. I have a different
You
table.
should have.
All right, so what are y'all
I
gonna do?
wander back into town in an hour.
Yeah, you'll
Well-
get there.
I believe there was something about getting all of the ribbons, correct?
Well, can't we just do the contest again?
I don't believe that is how that works.
Then how are we supposed to?
The contest has been won,
What
gentlemen.
is that?
I will walk up to the burly man.
I will walk up with him.
Fantastic
Go on,
show,
please.
sir. You have done splendid.
Oh, thank you. And he'll kind of tug on the ribbon. I
So
prepared
what-
for this.
You did. Well, I'm glad you did. What are you going to do now that you have that ribbon?
Drink.
Are you going to go after the other ribbons?
Ah, no.
So you're not even going to go after the grand prize?
Nah.
What if I told you I could pay for that ribbon right now?
He raises a brow.
How much would you be willing to part? I would pay. Actually, what if I paid for your knight's tab right now?
Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, I mean, you have a belly full of pie, to be completely fair, and if you drink enough, you're going to puke it all up, and you'll probably pass out after that. So, do you really want to try that?
What I'm getting at here is you're trying to win the contest, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You know, technically speaking, you have to win the contest in order to win the contest. You can't buy it.
No, but you're the only one who has the ribbon, and we are short one.
Ain't that a bitch?
It really is.
I
I mean-
give you the ribbon, but Ruby over here has recorded the results. I mean, do you no good?
Well, it seems to me that we have another objective. Why don't you just put your lot in with ours, considering we already have 3, and you can get yourself a cut of the main prize?
It's true.
Yes, I do recall you were part of our group all along.
It's been months. Where have you been? We've missed you.
Make a persuasion check.
Who?
I guess
Don't
you since
ask
you were
who,
talking.
just do it. Just do it.
I will use my DM inspiration to make this advantage.
Okay.
20, of course, 20 though.
All right, I'll play that game, but you're splitting the prize with me.
It's only fair.
80-20.
Oh no, he is an equal part of the team. He will receive a 1/7 share.
Sounds like a plan to me.
That is math.
Tell you what, I'll be here. Come get me when you're ready to turn your prize in.
Do you know where any of the feathers might be, good sir?
Oh, I don't play in that challenge. That's all y'all.
Have you heard in the past where it might be?
I mean, this is the first year I've heard of it.
Is the wizard always that bland?
I mean, he's kind of a haughty little bitch, I guess.
Good to know.
Now, that being said, don't fuck with him. He's pretty good. He's part of the conservatory, if you know what I mean.
I do not.
He's a really powerful wizard, apparently.
Orange.
No, he's part of the conservatory of the arcane. You know.
No, he was asking if you wanted an orange.
Oh no, thank you.
I'll
But
put it back in my satchel.
I will have a drink, and he will start drinking.
I still have a mug of ale that Roman never took from me, so I'll just put it down in front of him.
Cheers, mate.
Oh,
So-
I do not drink.
Now we have the majority of the ribbons.
23 will give you a high five, though, for winning.
I slowly go over.
So what's the plan now? We have to figure out these riddles, or we need to create a groundbreaking invention.
Renard, you seem to be a fairly intelligent organic.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
I propose we craft an invention of sorts, while the rest of the party goes in search of feathers.
Statement. I don't like you, meatbag.
HK?
And all
Greatest robot ever.
I agree.
But I wouldn't say that I'm very savvy with tools or other such knickknacks.
That is all right. I am very familiar with tools.
I can lean and learn all my arcane knowledge to aid you in that regard, while the others go about trying to find feathers.
Excellent. We need gears and pulleys.
I'm sure you will be far more capable of finding it than I will, but I will do what I can to help. Good luck, everyone.
So which which feather should we go after first? The green one, the white one, or the blue one?
Roman will pipe up.
Am
Well,
I in the woods out of curiosity?
It's gonna take about an hour to get back, but I mean,
Right. But if I'm in the woods, I'm gonna kind of like try to make my way to the river and see if my hunch pans out for the blue feather.
okay. Make a perception check.
Oh, that's gonna go great.
Okay. As you are making your way down from the woods, you don't see anything unusual. There is a caravan you pass on the way into town, like a 3-car caravan. But other than that,
I guess I'll say hi to them. See if they've seen any feathers around.
you see actually leading the pack is a fairly elderly gentleman with a set of very purple and green robes. You're kind of peculiar looking, but nonetheless there. No hair on his head outside of a very magnificent beard. Oh, hello.
Well, hello. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. Yourself?
I got teleported out here after a pie eating contest.
Okay. There's as if that is supposed to explain something he's not quite getting, but he'll. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Look, it happens. What are you all doing out here? Are you heading to the town which I dare assure?
Oh yes, grain delivery.
Ah, great. Excellent. And I kind of look around. Does it look like they're carrying grain?
There are several, crates in the back that are wooded up and sealed. Whether or not they are grain, you can't tell.
That's fair. That's kind of marvelous. I didn't realize the town needed so much grain.
It's 500 to 600 people, gets distributed. Well, you know how it goes.
I do. But, and what is your name, good sir?
I have not given it to you. He'll smile. No offense, but you are a stranger.
Well, my name is Tempest. I am a stranger no more.
Very well. I am Renan.
Right. Renard?
No, Renan. R-I-N-A-N.
Renana.
I was like...
The meme is yours now. Live up to it.
Suddenly the Twilight or the X-Files music plays.
I know, I was like, did I just meet alternate version of Reynard? Because it's a little bit early in the campaign for such
There
things.
is no alternate me. I am me.
No, there's another Renard in the campaign, just with 2 Ds at the end of it.
Renard.
Oh, Lord.
I know you made a joke about there's lots of Renards going around. I didn't think you'd take it seriously.
Is there anyone else here besides for Renan?
Oh, yeah, there's a couple carts full with other caravan drivers and actually a couple guards following them along.
Oh. I'll just kind of be like, are you all heading into town now?
Oh, yeah.
Should I can escort the rest of the way? I feel like it'd be safer in a group.
It's right there. We can see the town, but sure, if you want.
Have I already gotten that close?
You're pretty close. Yeah, you're within, like, a 10-minute walk.
What? Fine, in that case, I guess I'll just walk in and be like, well, it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance, John. I'm sorry if I sounded awkward. It's what I am.
Of course. And as for the rest of you?
Roman.
I guess Renard and I are going to try and invent something to win the contest.
Okay.
So I'd like to try and find the pieces to build a Rube Goldberg-esque machine.
Describe what you are trying to build.
I think
Just
simpler and still ingenious would be far more efficient. Rube Goldberg, I guess complicated mechanical machines like that, sure, they're interesting to watch, but how much do they actually accomplish? How good are you at creating small mechanical artifacts?
Goob Robot.
Quite good.
Goldberg, there you go.
I can imbue them with magical effects. Up to 4 of them.
Could you create something that would be along the lines of, say, I don't know, small, unmoving bird?
Yes. Quite easily.
What if we were to make something like that could detect magic and chirp when it was in its presence? I feel that would impress a wizard of this caliber. Certainly useful.
We would need to find a way to bluff that it would be able to chirp when in the presence of magic. I cannot imbue it with that effect.
Well, it was my thought.
I can imbue it with making a small non-verbal sound.
So you can make a fake bird chirp?
Yes, very easily.
Then I feel like that's just the go-to thing to start with.
Should we make it out of wood or metal?
Whatever we can find. I think we're a little bit on the lack of time side.
Wood it is. I guess we'll go try and find supplies to make some small wooden birds.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
While we're looking, I do want to keep an eye out, see if I can't find feathers of multi-flaring colors. I don't think he's not going to try and cheat it. He just wants to see if he can get brownie points for putting a white, green, and blue feather inside this bird.
Okay. Then make an investigation check with his.
Okay.
25. Okay.
I'm really good at investigation.
Yeah, no kidding. Very good. So between the two of you, actually, as you walk out of the tavern, directly across the street from you is a log pile that looks conspicuous. And as you get a little bit closer to peer at it, the logs are actually all glued, welded together. But at the top of it is a hole about the size of a normal human fist.
I'll reach into the hole.
Okay. As you reach into the hole, there is in fact a feather inside.
Renard, I do
Termites.
believe we have partially solved one of the pieces of the puzzle we were not trying to solve.
How is this to do with it? We found it by accident.
And
What
as you go to pull your hand out, there is a shink as a device traps around your hand.
Renard, I do believe I have found a trap.
You can't pull your hand out. So as long as you're holding the feather, it won't let your hand out.
Just let the feather go. I have an idea.
Very well. I will release the feather.
I mage hand the feather.
as the feather lifts up, there is another shunk over the top of it to prevent it from being lifted out.
So it's holding on to the actual thing itself.
Am I still there?
Yeah, are we still there?
I'm assuming y'all are following.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I like try to strong arm this thing from not coming, from either like just reaching in, like strong arming it out?
Is at this point that Tempest starts walking back into town as well. So you could just see 23. Make a strength check.
What is going on over here?
Oh, I think they found
He
something.
may take credit off for that.
Strength check.
So you said it's about as wide as a human hand, right?
Mm-hmm. It seems that when your fist is closed, it's a little hard. You can actually see as 23 lifts up the whole log pile for a second. It puts it goes back down. It's really heavy.
So whatever's closing isn't closing with any particular force because it's not like damaging me at all, correct?
It's tight.
It's just making the hole too tight to get my hand out.
What if
Like a
it
Chinese
I'd like to put 2 crossbow bolts in, 1 per side, and then have Renaud try and fish it out with his mage hand.
Fair enough.
I will
Make a tinker skill check. I'd say make a deception, dexterity check to see if you can wedge them in properly, where they won't. They'll jam the contraption.
Cool. I'll use my DM's inspiration on this.
Okay. Okay. As you in there, as Renard starts to lift it out. You can hear the grinding of the arrows, but you do manage to lift the feather out just in time before the arrows snap and the bolts come together.
What color is it?
It is a blue feather.
Well worth 2
then
bolts.
All right,
Renaud,
so
are you still able to detect if there's magic on this feather?
That depends on how long it's been.
Detect
It's been
magic
longer
is-
than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's been longer than 10 minutes.
I've definitely walked back in more than 10 minutes.
I could definitely set this up again and begin casting another time. I suppose we have just enough time for that.
So if that was so maybe we need to look into these rituals more literally. So termites are like wood, right? So a white box and locked inside. If that wizard does have a box next to him, that's probably the white feather. Green in the pocket of the same colored man. Maybe it's with a statue that's been that's been turned green due to age. Maybe an orc. Maybe something like that.
Well, maybe we should reverse engineer this riddle. Blue followed termite tracks down where they ran. This isn't where I was expecting a blue feather. I don't get it.
Termites eat wood.
Yeah, termites eat wood. There's
There's a hole in this wood. The feather is in the hole.
Correct, but how would you know to get here?
Termites like wood.
I think it is really just a macabre scavenger hunt.
There must be log piles all over town.
Well, this one look.
Maybe
This one
that's
doesn't-
why he said that it hasn't come up that no one else has taken the only feathers, because there's more than one to find.
I imagine it is fairly difficult to acquire the feathers.
Fair.
Perhaps the feathers are a guaranteed win, not the invention.
I'm going to get to casting Detect Magic, and I'll say, well, obviously, I believe the idea of it being on a green statue is solid. We should probably see if we can spot something like that in town if we haven't already know what that is already.
What about like a bush trimmed in the shape of a person? Like a fancy
Like a
bush.
hedge.
Like a hedge.
Or the man in green.
Yeah, Roman's like, has anyone checked the green guy's pockets in there?
No.
Well, we
Roman,
But did-
and I'll kind of
Shall we go accost him?
Well,
Actually,
I'll be like, no, that's too
Let's try
fast.
this in the civil way first.
And I'm going to walk off, and I'm going to actually just see if I can't go up and strike up a conversation with him.
Okay.
Roman, why don't you see if you can pick his pocket while he's doing that?
I will put the blue feather in my chest cavity.
that's a good spot.
Chink. As you walk up, Ruby is across from him. Says, oh, so Lord Gnarlstone, how goes your day? You know,
Uh-oh.
he just seems to be drinking for a little bit. Another day. It's a good festival, though. We're having a good time.
Can I walk up to Ruby and be like, so about that pie?
She's on the other side of the bar across from the man in green. So you can reach. Smile at you. So about what pie?
Huh?
So about what pie?
5 miles out of town, really.
I don't make the rules. It's why it's called wild magic, darling.
That's all I wanted to get at. I just was a little bit upset about the 5 miles.
Builds character.
Meanwhile, I'm going to look up to the Lord Gnarlstone and say, hello, I don't believe I've been introduced. You are...
Octavius Gnarlstone, at your service, sir. And you are?
Renard Montaigne, a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I must ask, where did you acquire your suit, good sir?
Well,
His accent changed.
Well, there is this wonderful tailor based out of Bayowick named Talric Greydawn, an elven gentleman with a metal.
Renard immediately pulls out a piece of paper and an ink bottle, and he kind of pats himself. I have nothing to write this down with. So, do you have something, quill or something to that effect I could use to write this down?
Make a deception check.
I'm going to use my DM inspiration on this, because I do not have good deception.
Okay.
That is not an advantage. I'll take a
That's
16.
Okay, he's, no, Ruby, would you mind? And she'll, of course, sir. And she'll walk off and see you ponder for a moment before she'll pull up what looks to be a small little ink pen. Here you go.
A good attempt.
Of course, and he will dutifully write down the information he does not care about in the slightest.
And then he'll smile at you. Can't play a player, son.
Can I see if I can have Roman kind of blend into the crowd as they're having this conversation? Just to try and make my way around them.
Make a stealth check. For the purposes, like, he rolled a natural 20 against you.
Nice.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow! Roman sneaks in.
Bam, 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 bam.
And you're a rogue?
Roman sneaks in.
He steps on a high horn, and then it cracks over a branch and just trips, slams. Everybody turns and looks at Roman.
Tempest is just like, are you okay, Roman?
With that distraction, can I try and pick a fight?
Make a sleight of hand check.
This is gonna go super poorly. Yes!
Wow.
I wanted it so bad, and I got what I wanted.
You got what you deserve.
So I basically just smack him in the face.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe it's so bad that he doesn't realize you were trying to pick his pocket.
Just grab his inner thigh.
He thinks you're coming on to him.
I like to imagine that I literally just like grab his coin purse, and not that coin purse. I know I'm just train of thought right now.
All right,
it's just like I'm trying to steal from him. And I'm like, oh.
What? Why are you gonna hurt me like that?
There is a brief moment where everybody looks really uncomfortable with each other before he'll just take your hand and and
So
just
while
jerk it away.
while he's distracted by him picking his pockets, can I pick his pocket?
I give up. Right now.
Tempest walks out. Tempest walks out.
All right.
Kevin
I
is
walk
standing
away.
there very confused.
21.
With all of that, as everybody is attempting to grope this poor fellow,
I didn't even make it to him.
you do manage to slip your hand into his pocket and quickly yank out a green feather.
Even when I'm
Eh! I will then casually just walk off, just enjoying the festival as much as I can.
Oh wow.
And clearly we have been bested, so I fear that we should just move on with our lives.
Indeed. Good luck to you.
I'll walk up and offer him an orange.
No, thank you.
Kevin, come here for a second.
Actually, yes, he will take one and slice it up and put it into his beer.
Kevin, could you come here for a second?
I was unaware that was something you could do with those. Yes, coming is on.
Can you open your chest for me?
Of course.
He'll set the green feather in there.
Okay.
Ah, when did you get that?
I got it from the green feather. Well, you all were groping him, I groped him too.
I was not groping him. I was trying to figure out what everyone was doing.
By the way, Renaud, that was splendid.
I'm just outside. Tempest is just outside, just hands in his face, just like, why?
Look at the bright side. We got the feather.
Now we just have to figure out a way to get the feather out of the box next to the wizard.
What was that, Renan?
I figured schmoozing him would be an intelligent way to handle the situation. Once I realized he was a lord, it made sense. But of course, it didn't work because God hates me, I believe. Regardless,
That is very dark.
Which
You're
god?
right, mate. You want some mail?
pick one, throw one at a dartboard. I don't care.
Shall we go start a fire next to the wizard? It should distract him long enough to pick the box.
I had another thought. Why don't we just ask him to open the box politely?
Well, I mean, we could. But what if he just tells us to fuck off?
Roman comes back, like, rubbing his head where he hit it when he fell. He's like, yeah, Renard, why don't you try and sweet talk the haughty type? I feel like that's kind of your alley.
You
Yes,
seem like the haughty
because
type.
I am immensely geared for that sort of thing.
You actually did a fantastic job. You spoke quite candidly, even though he did sort of outbest you in the gift of the gab.
I'd do it, but usually the prim proper types don't really like me too much. So
But if it fails, have a plan B.
To be fair, prim and proper people don't really like anyone, like, ever.
Renard walks away after as he's saying that. Just idiot.
So,
I'm just walking away with him.
how are we distracting the wizard?
I think we're asking him to open the box, and then if that doesn't
That
work,
seems like
then
an
we'll go to
unlikely
a plan
course of
B.
action to succeed.
I mean, maybe the easiest course of action is the best course of action. I mean, we won't know until we try. What's the worst thing he can say? No?
What if
Then
I
he-
hit the box really hard?
Then he would probably use his spells on you.
What if we collapse his tent on him?
That seems violent. We've already done something violent in front of him.
What if we ask him nicely?
That's what I'm saying. We should just ask at least. What's the worst thing he could tell us is no?
Then he knows we're pursuing the feather.
He already knows we're pursuing the feather.
Anyways, let's get going.
Yeah, there's just as you make your way up to the top of the town, to the tower above, you do see Numos still sitting there, arms folded across his chest, though not even holding the book anymore as it just floats in front of him, one page casually turning.
Sure.
Yes. How are we doing on the contest, gentlemen?
Doing fantastic.
We're actually doing terrible.
We're looking at.
We've actually claimed no feathers.
You have the white feather. May we have it?
Well, you're certainly welcome to it if you desire it. And he'll point to the box to his left.
This seems too easy.
Thank you.
Why would you just be allowing us to take the white feather?
I will walk
I'm
up
gonna-
and attempt to take the feather.
It's in the
good.
box.
Yeah, I know.
The box is locked.
I hit the box really hard.
No, wait. No, 23.
There is a bang as your arm ricochets, and you see the sheet. There's a brief moment where like a brief shield pops up over the chest. He just looks at you with a very wry smile.
I will attempt to open this.
It's locked.
No, I have thieves' tools.
Ah, make a useful check. As you go gadget Tinker's tools, you stick it in there. Pops open. There is a white feather inside.
That was super easy.
I am not displeased, but I am surprised.
I'll pop my chest open and take the other 2 feathers out. Here are your feathers.
Oh, thank God you're done. He just closes his book, puts it in his pocket, hands you a ribbon. I'm out. And he goes into his tower.
Who is holding the rest of these ribbons?
Who is holding the rest of the ribbons?
I have
got
the Grand Melee one.
I've got the magic one.
Didn't he mention something about the magic
sure.
item if we found all the feathers?
Well, right, but we need to go back to the bar and grab the guy that ate all the pies now.
I thought...
I thought the prize for the contest was 600.
Yes.
Specifically, finding the ribbons was worth a magic item.
He did mention something about a magic item for finding his feathers.
I think that was part of his
That's
magic.
part
He
of
said
the
his
rules.
magic item was, I think, was the reward for
So
the.
their own rules are.
It's
Oi,
all the ribbons
Hey,
getting magic
but
item.
he'll call over to the wizard as he's walking off. Oi,
Yeah.
were you supposed to give us a magic item for finding all your feathers?
No, that is the grand prize.
the
I
grand
swear,
prize.
you people! And Reynard just goes off on a tirade as he marches back towards the inn.
I'll roll the ribbon up and put it back inside. I recommend we place all of the ribbons inside my chest cavity. In order to
No, Kev. No,
prevent theft.
well, okay. That's fair. But what if someone opens your chest when you're asleep?
I do not sleep.
Now.
Well, when you're turned off?
I'm just going to.
We
hold
don't turn
on-
off.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
okay.
Hold on to my ribbon and follow Renard.
We do have to go into sentry mode from time to time.
Well, we need
I
to
do
go
not plan on
gather.
sleeping before we turn these in, though.
Well, let's go gather our pie-eating friend and let's go get our reward.
I'd like to point out he didn't actually eat the fourth pie.
No, he did actually.
Oh, did he?
Oh no, he did. It was actually quite spectacular. It blew up in his mouth and he had to swallow it all. He did. The man's a master.
Tempest, you also did not eat the fourth pie. You touched it and disappeared.
That is not my fault. I would have eaten if I could.
Petition Ruby for a rematch.
She's not going to give it to me. Apparently the rules for wild magic is wild.
Well, regardless, we are still getting the prize, but somehow we need to find a way to split a magical item with this person.
Well, we'll
I believe
find
he
out.
is just interested in the gold.
Let's, then
Figure out what we have to deal with when we get there.
we could always just kill him. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to kill
I mean,
him. That's,
if he-
that's messed up.
I assume I saw him drinking at the bar because he said he was going to do that all night.
That's what he was doing. Yep.
In that case, I'll just be like, if he's still drinking when I get back, I'll just take it off his body.
Well, he's going to be
implies
waiting.
we killed him.
No, I just meant take it off his, like, he'll be drunk. I'll just take it off his body.
No, Ruby
Yes,
recorded the
I
results,
understand.
so they know who actually won the competition.
Oh, shit.
So he would need to come with us.
Yes.
Fine, whatever.
No, 23 can drag him.
I will
Well,
give
he
him a
can-
piggyback ride.
We can always steal the money off him after he is drunk and asleep.
Well, that's just not moral.
That's
He won.
I let's not do that.
Yes, yeah, let's actually be civilized folks about
a
this.
dishonorable thing.
I am confused. Were you not just talking about stealing from this gentleman?
No.
Wait,
Oddly
wait.
enough, as you all make your way out to the tavern, he's standing there. And now that you've actually seen him in his full height, this gentleman stands at a very impressive height of about 8 feet tall, with alabaster skin covered in a variety of tattoos.
Oh, he's
I
not
see.
dead.
Dressed in a brown tunic and a half smile on his face. Well, welcome back. How
Damn
you
it, I
doing?
like him.
Look, 23. He's taller than you.
Yes, it's quite impressive.
I don't
Hello.
remember you being quite so intimidating before.
Yeah, well, happens a lot when I'm sitting down.
So we got all the ribbons.
Did you now? Well, not
Well,
bad
all
at all.
yours.
Well, here's
didn't-
mine.
I didn't catch your name, sir.
I'm Damon. Nice to meet you.
I thought you were Ruben. I don't know
Amen.
why.
What an odd name. It seems eerily familiar.
Just a little bit.
I feel like I've met you before.
Hey, let's not break the sixth wall in other dimensions.
That's the fifth wall at that point.
It makes sense for Reynard.
We all look towards like this closing portal to another world.
Just like, we don't know him at all.
No. Anyway,
Renard, I believe that is something the organics call deja vu.
Maybe a serious case of deja mustard.
Deja
Well-
mustard. Hate that.
Damon,
Yeah,
where would we go to turn in the ribbons?
That'd be Mr. Constellar. You at the magical tournament, I think.
oh, not that asshole.
Well,
Off to the magical tournament.
we should head that way then. Let's go. then.
Onwards.
All
He
right.
was not a fan of me last time.
So, as you make your way through the town, the festival is still going on, but as night has come, you all make your way back up to the night captain, who's just got a smile on his face. He's double fisting it. Both hands are filled.
We're part of a drinking contest.
So, hey, it's the champions. How y'all doing? Ugh.
You missed a sport.
We
Ah,
are
dude.
indeed the champions.
Yeah, I heard. Word's already gone around. You were the ones who beat the Gorm brothers. You should have told me that before you got here. I hate those guys. They cause me no end of trouble.
I hit them really good with my fist.
Well, good on you, buddy. So, did you win?
23 hits things hard.
I'll take the knave's ribbon out of my chest.
I will
Archer
take
ribbon.
Mage
take-
ribbon.
Grand
All right.
melee ribbon.
Well done, my friends. And he will kind of go over to his little tent, and he seems to be rifling around before he pulls out a satchel. That chink, chink, chink. And he hands it to whoever would take it.
I will
Me?
take it. No, my hand. My hand.
I was enthusiastic.
Inside is 120 gold.
Oh.
No. So
We're both like, oh.
wait. I thought we were supposed to be getting a magical item.
And then he pulls out a cloak.
Me.
With a very beautiful green inlay with a silver mesh over that shimmers almost like a little bit of touch of magic to it.
Ooh.
What does it do?
Tempest grabs it very quickly.
That's a little rude, my friend. This is a cloak of protection crafted by none other than Master Goldleaf at the tower. Congratulations.
Twisting and turning it.
So who should get it?
Yeah, who's wearing it?
Yeah, who's
My style, but
I would not mind acquiring it.
I
As a
would not mind
warforged,
it
I
either.
cannot wear armor.
you do look
And
kind of
as
Mr. Porcelain Man.
and as a bard, I can only have so much armor.
I'll kind of just like toss and turn. It's like, probably not got much resale value, and I'll hand it over to Kevin at the very least.
Kevin, this would aid us in our fight to find Skather.
Yes.
To anybody who is anybody studied in any amount of history, that name sticks out.
Wait, what name?
Skather.
There's surely no match now that we have this.
Hey Kevin, what if I paid you back the bet I won offer you?
I rather value my life more than the paltry amount of gold.
That's fair.
I have a -1 to history. I don't know what we're talking about.
It doesn't matter. Skather is one of those legendary people that everybody has heard of. He is a member of the Silent Dark.
Oh, one of the not bad guys, but yeah. Cool.
So divided amongst all 7 of us, that is 17 gold and essentially 14 silver. I will keep the 14 silver.
I thought the prize was like 400 gold or something like that. Am I mistaken?
Wait,
I do recall
How much
it was
go-
a higher amount of gold.
he gave us 120, right?
It seems like everything in this contest, like everything else, is completely inconsiderate and inconclusive.
Yes, what were we supposed to get more gold? I heard it was 400.
Well,
I
originally,
recall it being 600.
I do recall originally it was like a magical item or the gold. So honestly, I'm okay with this.
You can see the captain just staring at all of you. You
I
get
think
what
it's-
you get.
I think
But it is technically false advertising, to be fair.
Well, technically speaking, you were wrong and listening to the wrong thing at the wrong time anyway. I don't know what y'all heard, but what it is was 120.
I'm gonna take my 14 gold. And how much silver did you say?
It was 17 gold
17 gold. Okay.
and 14 silver. I'm just going to keep the silver because it's just loose change.
Roman just got his hand out.
Izan, you may have my cut of the gold.
Why?
Because we were debating over who received the cloak. I have plenty of gold currently.
Well,
I
I
guess-
mean, all right.
He's like a rich robot or something.
How much
is
gold
rich?
do you have on you? How much gold do you have on you?
55.
Well, I'm now the most. Well, now I've beaten you in that. I think I now have 91 gold.
I was not aware it was a contest.
I win.
Are you sure, Kevin? We could use that money to try and track down Skather. Are you sure?
There will be more money.
Roman will pipe up. Can you guys stop saying that name
Why do you
out
keep
loud?
saying- Why are
Wait,
you going
what?
after someone from the Whispering Dark? Whispering Dark?
Wait, hold on. I didn't quite catch the name. What was the name again?
Okay then.
Skather.
He broke my memory and drove 23 to do unspeakable things before wiping him as well.
And I shall wipe him from this very fucking planet.
Roman just sinks his head. Just.
And his name was what again?
Gaither.
There you go.
Have you never heard of him?
K A
No, I've heard of him.
E H E Ah.
I've heard of the name. It's just fun to hear him say it over and over again.
Yeah, maybe we stop talking about that person out loud, middle of the street, especially when we're talking about what they're talking about doing to him. Just a
And what
thought.
exactly do you want to do to him?
Kill him.
There we go.
I'm just gonna actually throw like a small stone at Tempest. And stop encouraging them.
I'll just whiff away.
Well, friend Damon, it's been a pleasure working with you. I hope you enjoy your cut of the gold, and maybe we'll see you around sometime.
Maybe. I'm going to stay here for the night, then I'm going back home.
Well, you have a good
Yes,
night
hello.
and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Oh, thank you kindly.
But where's home?
Bailiwick.
Interesting place, Berwick.
Oh, yeah, you been there?
I've been many places. Berwick, one of them.
Well,
Alonda.
if you ever make your way back there, come look for me.
Certainly, Damon. It was a pleasure.
Indeed. And he's going to make his way to the tavern. So,
As he
So-
leaves,
Okay.
what do you all
I was
need?
just gonna say, as he leaves, I'm just like,
Didn't have to eat the damn pie, I bet.
Well, it has been a pleasure, all.
Indeed.
But we really must continue with what we were doing before the day started.
Well,
It is evening at this point.
yeah,
In the night.
23.
Right.
You might need to power down or sleep or whatever it is you guys do. 'Cause you got pretty
Entries
beat up in that
rest.
little.
I believe we are all heading back to the Five Fine Fish, correct? You mentioned you were staying there?
Well, that's where we were all at. I'm sure we wouldn't mind if we stood watch in the lobby.
Maybe don't stay in the lobby. Maybe stand in a room, like a semi-normal person.
I am not a person. Kevin,
Well, I'm going to go find myself a room at this at the Five Fine Fish. So if you all are still in town, I shall be in room 5.
I'll be taking room 7.
Okay.
I'll be taking a room.
Yeah, I judge you room 3.
And as you all make your way back towards the Five Fine Fish and go to your respective rooms or lobbies, you do advance to level 2.
Yeah!
Ew.
Killing spiders, leveling you up since 2001.
that's how you do.
It's perfect. I sentries rest and I Windows update overnight.
Action surge, yes.
It's funny because it usually takes about 6 hours for a Windows update to install.
Yeah, seriously. It always does it when you're in the middle of something.
Truth.
I like to imagine, like, while I was unlocking that chest, it was just like, would you like to update now? Remind me in 4 hours.
Or it's
Remind
worse,
me in 4 sessions.
Steam doesn't update.
All right, so I have my Mingle with the Wind back, which I'm not going to waste on messing
Alright,
with.
so I get my
wigs.
spells
You-
back.
You can paint with all the colors of the wind.
All right. Thank you, Sean.
You're welcome. You
I can-
guys, you guys
say
have
nose.
fun.
Sean,
For 1 second.
Don't leave.
Sean's got a split.
Instead of break things.
I gotta split a little early, but I shall be here. I'll attend next week. You guys have a good rest of the session, and I'll try to peek at as much as I can.
Okay.
Boy.
Bye.
Bye.
Again, sorry, Curtis.
He's thrilled. Maybe just like leave it on or something, just like muted.
Just have you guys watch my parents walk through my room and everything? Nah. I'll see you guys
Go
soon.
do your thing.
Yeah.
This actually seems like a good spot to end for the evening if you are all so inclined.
Oh. All right.
It does seem appropriate.
It
It
does.
does, unfortunately.
It gives me time to figure out what I want to do for my infusions.
I just get action surge. I just do things better.
This is
I
a
have-
really complicated level up for me.
How's I forget, how do we do health again? Is it just full?
Oh, we do need to roll insight.
No, we don't, because the first insight.
Yeah, the first 3 levels there's automatic
Yep.
die
right.
max, I believe.
Yep.
When I said insight, I meant we have to roll so that, the DM can see us rolling.
Words.
First 3 levels are maximum.
Cool. Okay, fighter. Or should I just go straight into my rogue?
All right. So, what infusions do I want to take?
I don't know.
Yeah, this does seem like a good spot to end tonight, guys.
Okay.
Sigh.
So, I'm sorry.
I go straight up to 26 hit points. That's a lot of hit points for level 2.
I'm at 30.
Okay, Mr. Barbarian.
I'm at 20.
Same.
I'm at over 9,000.
Well, I was feeling really fancy until you all decided to start talking.
Alrighty, guys. I hope everybody had a great time. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing all of you next week.
Goodbye.
All our viewers, good night.
Woo!
Princess Wave.